comedy and tragedy are just two parts of the same story. And it just depends where you begin and where you end. In Elizabethan London, the bubonic plague would sweep into town and the theaters would close. The actors would leave, looking for work elsewhere. In our own time, of course, there's a global pandemic, and again the theaters have closed, and many, many theater artists, including many of the artists involved with the production, are out of work. So, yeah.
When the plague is done, you'll all go home. You'll all go home and leave me here. And I will see my God, remote and total.
That sounds like a kind of death.
I am sick. I must die.
Lord have mercy.
Reading's perspective close in on Course Pack. We see the litany from Nash's Summer's Last Will and Testament. Adieu, farewell earth's bliss. This world uncertain is. Fond are life's lustful joys. Death proves them all but toys. None from his darts can fly. I am sick. I must die. Reading looks up from his book, then he closes it. Lord, have mercy on us. Reading stands. He crosses and passes the book to Mitz. Reading walks into the water and begins to wash his hands.
Rich men trust not in wealth, gold cannot buy you health. Physic himself must fade, all things to end are made. The plague full swift goes by. I am sick, I must die. Lord, have mercy on us.
Mitz sets the book down in the sand beside him, then walks into the water and begins to wash his hands.
Beauty is but a flower, which wrinkles will devour. Brightness falls from the air, queens have died young and fair. Dust hath closed Helen's eye. I am sick, I must die.
Lord,
have mercy on us.
This is not safe.
It sure isn't.
What does it mean? Can you talk to me a little bit about the title?
Yeah, well, at one point in our communications, I think we shared this notion that that title can be emphasized in different ways. This is not safe, or this is not safe. This is not safe, and this is not safe. There's a precarious existence that some of the characters in the screenplay live. You know, we have a playwright and we have a troupe of performers, and you know, we have people performing in a mask, and that as a vocation is simply not safe. In times of plague, those jobs disappear. In Elizabethan times, they disappeared, and in our modern times, they disappeared. That's one level of meaning.
So I guess my question is, are they actors in the play before they're in the play
Yeah, yes.
So the poem is the play that the actors are putting on?
The poem arises incidentally as dialogue within the play within a play.
Okay.
So in all of what we're about to read, we are in the world of play within the play. Solus stands and walks into the water. She anoints herself with it in whatever way she considers right. Then she begins to wash her hands.
Haste, therefore, each degree to welcome destiny. Heaven is our heritage, earth but a player's stage. Mount we unto the sky. I am sick. I must die.
Lord, have mercy on us.
The clown walks into the water.
Are we clean now? Can we hold hands?
They all take hands. Clown, Solus, Mitz, reading, Summer. Summer is at one end holding the baby. It does not remind us of a curtain call, but they are facing out to sea.
It's all right. It's safe.
It is in the very nature of forsakenness that when we feel forsaken, we are forsaken. And yet, it's about the commonest condition that exists. That is the moment of greatest company, in some sense. Every person who's ever lived, to the best of our knowledge, save we happy few who are currently alive, has died. So that ultimate moment of, partying is all we know of heaven and all we need of hell, it is our inheritance. It is our birthright. We hold it in common with all mortal creatures. The screenplay for me is very much about kind of the making of family, out of breakage in some ways, Not only the families, we talk so much about like chosen families, but also like the families that we don't choose, they just find us because we're in a heap. We're like dead on the beach, and like someone shows up and says like, is there a doctor, like.
That to me also speaks to this notion of finding each other, supporting each other as our feelings go wherever they go, as we make choices based on those feelings, to know that you have someone who is there with you and for you, regardless.
It's the gamble, really, of showing up on the beach with a bunch of costumes and no plan, and just hoping that somehow the God will show up. If we play, if we put on the costumes, if we say the lines,
That's right.
if we feel our way into the blocking, there are those moments when you feel forsaken in
That's
your
right.
art, as in your life. But there are also moments in which you feel taken up. I could feel love returning on the beach, and it made me think about, don't try to compete with the well-funded art on that field, but do that which you can do surpassing well.